Eric, how do you manage the quality to savings conundrum?
Yeah, I think, so when you think about incentives, you can talk about it as it relates to provider payments, which is an important incentive. I think going back to Adriana's point, right, where you actually find that when you enter into a value-based arrangement, there's going to be an uptick in spend because you're sometimes engaging with patients either on the healthier side that haven't been engaged with, right? They're gonna come and see you or have some type of interaction. Or you're going to find things that haven't been managed, right? And so if you're looking at it in a 12-month window, show me any other business that says, I'm about to extend capital into a 12-month window, and I need to make sure that that capital is returned within the same window. I mean, anybody? That's a hard business to run, and yet that's the value-based care construct. This is the keeping it real, right? We're keeping it, that's literally what we've sort of built an industry on.
So if we could get, and I think getting CMS to agree to this would be difficult. You'd need acts of Congress probably, but if you get employers to agree to enter into a 3-year or a 5-year contract with their payer, would that give you the access to the patients, a patient population that isn't churning the whole time? Do you think you could actually produce savings if you had them for 3 to 5 years?
Our inflection point so we get a list, we don't know anybody, and then we get 30,000 members that come over. We see and appreciate the Arbital guys, they help us with this. Between month 15 and 16 is when we begin to see sort of the inflection point on the savings, right? So to your point, if it's a 3 or 5 year window that we actually are examining incentives and savings and delivering true value within that arrangement, yeah, I would highly encourage those of us who, both from a congressional standpoint, act of Congress, whatever, but also just those of us who can do the doing in the real world here, to extend the life of contracts for churn, because that's the relationship with the member. The relationship is the intervention. The relationship is the ROI, right, in these arrangements.